Good evening. On this last Sunday of March, it is the peak of cherry blossom season in Vancouver, and many people are out at David Lamb Park celebrating the Cherry Blossom Festival today. It went all day today. There was live music and food trucks, many food trucks, but it's pretty much over now. I came at this time to show you the lovely pink floodlights in the trees. I thought they'd be more effective at this time of day. But also to explain something about cherry blossom season. It's certainly worth celebrating. It's a very exciting time of year after winter. And they're beautiful and they smell good and it's joyous. But something you should know about cherry blossoms. There's like a narrow range of possibilities with cherry blossoms. Maybe only 6 varieties growing in Vancouver. But at the same time that cherry blossoms are blooming in Vancouver, we also have magnolia. And magnolia trees come in 200 varieties here in the city. Of all different sizes and colors, and they're blooming right now, and they're edible. And not only are they edible, but they're actually good for you. They're good for sinus, they're good for headache. And there's one right behind you, so let's take a look at that. Here is a standard magnolia, and if I could reach the blossoms, I would pick us one and we would taste it. The magnolias often will bloom right down to the ground so you can reach up and eat one. And this is the only time of year you can eat magnolias. So yeah, I encourage you to make a magnolia salad out of the 200 varieties that are blooming right now. And enjoy the medicinal properties. We're going to do that right now. We're going to try and make a salad, but before we do that, I just want to show you David Lamb Park and the final stages of the Cherry Blossom Festival. It's beautiful, hey? Well, in this tall stand of bamboo, it is surrounded by magnolia trees. It's a big one here with flowers close enough to the ground that I might be able to harvest this one. If I can just reach it, it's so close. And behind it is a much bigger tree covered in flowers. I've got to be able to harvest a couple here. Looks like we got some pink ones down below. Oh, if I can only reach it. They're beautiful. I would need a stick to reach that. Okay, well, I did a little bit of foraging in Stanley Park, trying to, be on the DL. A lot of magnolias are either unreachable or they're still coming. You can see there's one behind me that's just barely in bud. And there's some beautiful big purple ones that haven't even started to bloom yet. But I did get a few here. Plenty of these small white ones, easily reached from the ground, you can see. And, on further thought, I'm going to discourage you from trying this. Because at the same time that the magnolias are blooming, the rhododendrons are blooming as well, and the cherry blossoms. The cherry blossoms are inedible, but the rhododendron blossoms are poisonous. And so I wouldn't recommend eating those. Learn the difference between a rhodo bloom and a magnolia bloom before you try magnolias. So here we have this little white one with some pink streaks at the base, very pretty. And a bit bitter, nice sponginess to it. Yeah, I'm gonna make a little bit of a salad. There's a much bigger one though. Look at that. And that's not as big as they get. This one has purple at the base too. Let's try a petal. Also pretty bitter. Like radicchio, I guess. Very similar taste. Not much different. Then there were some very pretty pink ones that I found, but they were too high to reach, so I just got these off the ground, which I suppose is not the most hygienic thing in the world, but look how beautiful that is. I gotta try it. Okay, pink is less bitter. Go for pink. I think that's the one. And they're pretty too. Okay, I'm gonna collect some pink ones and we'll try this again. Cherries are definitely popping on Maple Street, about to have a pink blizzard. And my Tuesday customer, who's MIA, I have no idea where they are, has several different types of magnolia on their property. So let's go check it out. And maybe have a nibble. Beautiful day. So on their property, they have the legendary Magnolia grandiflora. And the Magnolia grandiflora has the largest bloom of all the magnolias that I know of. Here's a small one, and its brother next to it, much taller. And they stay green all winter and produce enormous flowers, but the flowers are not out. And they only come out like all summer, but like 2 or 3 at a time on the entire plant. Whereas all the other species of magnolia that I know of bloom all at the same time, and bloom right now, and lose all their leaves during the winter, like this one. Isn't it beautiful? Well, let's try one of its blossoms. Here's one right here. Ugh. Okay, fresh off the tree. Okay, looks nice. Not too bitter. Crunchy. You can probably hear that. Now, there's another tree around the corner here that has very similar flowers, probably the same, but its shape's a little different. It's very small. You can see it here. Okay, let's try this beautiful flower right here. Just opening. Now that's a fresh magnolia. Not sweet, but not bitter. Just like really fresh. I ate, I don't know, maybe 6 flowers yesterday. No indigestion today, no headaches either. Claims to help with headaches and sinus issues. So I have none of those today. Okay, so we're still missing the grandiflora flower, which I will keep my eye out for, and the deep purple magnolia, which I haven't seen blooming yet, but any minute. So I will wait to get that one before publishing this video. Cherry blossoms just about to fall, but behind them is this really pretty magnolia. And here's flowers are small. Fresh. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Great flavor. Bye. Until next time.